All right. Welcome back to Social Sanity or Lack Thereof. I'm Christy,
I'm Ashley.
and we are Social Sanity. Yay!
Um,
Uh, well, today we decided that we were going to do a little something fun that we haven't done. Not sure if all of our listeners or viewers are familiar with um, Reddit "Am I the Asshole" posts, but we decided to take a little look-see and see what's going on over there, the drama over there, and then we're going to read some posts and we're going to give our opinions if we think these people are assholes. So here we
yeah,
are.
we are. We out here. Okay. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first? I don't care.
Um, you go first.
Okay. So I just found this one. Am I the asshole for calling my brother and best friend idiots for hiding their relationship from my parents for 6 years? This seems fraught with shenanigans.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So my brother, mid-20s, and I, mid-20s, are Indian. When I was a freshman in high school, I met a white girl named Haley, mid-20s, who quickly became one of my best friends. From the start, it was clear that my brother and Haley were attracted to each other. A bit after high school, Haley and my brother became official. To Haley, okay, wait, to what? To Haley and my brother's credit, they always made sure this was okay with me. And Haley took pains to make sure that she wasn't overlooking me. That's including the third wheel. Anyway, about 2 years into their official relationship, I made what, in retrospect, might have been a mistake. I told my brother he should tell our parents about Haley. My parents already knew Haley was my best friend, and my mom especially really liked her. I told my brother that our parents were more liberal compared to people in their generation from a similar cultural background, and he had less reason to hide his relationship compared to some other dogs never shut up. Anyway, he had less reason to hide his relationship compared to some other Indians. For instance, both of them welcomed my cousin after my dad's brother disowned what? My dad's brother's disowned cousin for being gay. Okay. Well, now they're deciding to get married. Obviously, they told my parents. I know that this was going to be a shit show. So the day they told my parents at their home, I made an excuse and said I couldn't come because of work. Predictably, they were upset. But as my dad later told me, they weren't upset because Haley is white. They're upset that they hid their relationship from them for so long. Well, I met my brother and Haley today. Haley asked me what did they say. I called them idiots for lying about such a thing, and I told them they were upset. In response, my brother called me an asshole for calling them idiots, and I don't understand the pressures and interracial couple faces. That was long. Um, okay, so asshole's a strong word, in my opinion, in this instance. Obtuse jerk, absolutely.
Okay, so let me make sure I get the story straight.
Okay.
There's three individuals involved in this.
Yes. Two
Two
brothers.
of them are Indian and they're cousins. Was that right?
No, they're brothers.
Brothers. Okay, my bad. So one of the brothers was dating a white girl and he
Yes.
didn't want to tell his parents because obviously that's a big deal in their culture,
Mm-hmm.
to stick within the Indian race.
Mm-hmm.
So the brother encouraged the other brother to come forth about it, and it was that what it was? Like, or
Yeah,
told
like
him you
he
should have.
eventually was like, you got to tell them, but now they want to get married. So he told them to tell them, but they've been dating and in a serious relationship for 6 years.
Wow. Okay. So 6 years is a very long time that they've been hiding that. And how in the hell they hid that from their very own parents?
Girl,
Girl,
yeah,
I can't even imagine. I mean, it was gonna have to come out for sure
right, obviously.
because, like, if you're getting married, you can't just. I mean, especially in the Indian culture, you can't just go out and like marry like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a
I
big
mean,
deal.
you can. Your parents will probably give you some serious pushback, but I mean, it's not like it's 1960 or anything. Like most families, I would hope, have moved on from more traditional, you know, marriage practices. Let's put it that way.
Right, right. I mean, because back in the day, they were over here getting married at like 13. So,
Like you were
like, you know what I'm saying?
probably,
Like, can we just like, and usually they were married to men that were well, like 4 times their freaking age or something, you know?
yeah,
Like,
like or they were like arranged. They were
yeah,
arranged
arranged.
and stuff.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I
Yep.
feel like that still happens in some families. Like obviously, traditions, it is what it is. But I feel like most people have moved away from requiring that of their kids, especially if they live here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I mean, I kind of feel like I get it, like, sticking with the culture, like they want to continue the cultural traditions,
Hmm.
so they don't want to like break them. I
Hmm.
guess that could be that side of it.
Hmm.
Um, I personally could never be in an arranged marriage. That just sucks.
I'd be
And
like,
it
it's gonna
sucks
be gone
also that you
90% of
can't
the
be
time,
with who
right?
you want to be with,
Right.
you know. Um, so that's kind of crazy. But so this person wants to know if they're the asshole for encourage or for calling them idiots or just for encouraging them to come forth about it.
No, he called them idiots for lying about it for 6 years.
Okay.
And then his brother said that he didn't understand the trials and tribulations of biracial um relationships. And I'm like, there are some things. I'm in a biracial
So
relationship and
I mean, if they're brothers and obviously one of them was like, yo, like we can't do this because this is what our tradition is, like we're not supposed to do this,
Mhm.
but the other one is like, I don't understand, then what are they doing with both of the kids is my question. Like, are you teaching them each different things because one doesn't even understand why it's a thing and the other one is like, no, we have to stick to the traditions. What's
Well, no,
being
he's more like you guys are idiots for like not telling them because their parents aren't upset about her not being Indian also.
okay, so they're past that, they don't care
Yeah,
about
like they
that,
don't
they're
give a
just
crap.
upset.
They just are like, why didn't you tell us? Like, why didn't you come forward? I think from my perspective, being in a biracial relationship
Words.
and having kids,
Mhm.
I would be thinking as the parents, like, why were y'all in our home in a relationship and you just lied about it? Like, not like I think they're thinking about like, why were you lying about it? Like, why didn't you, tell us? Like, I guess they feel kind of betrayed, I
That and
guess.
they probably feel really awkward because it's like, oh damn, like it's been 6 years now and you've been with this person and
That
now
they've
all of a
known
sudden
for
you're getting
years.
married to someone that we don't really know.
Mhm.
And all that time they could have built a relationship with the Haley girl, right?
Yeah, they know her and they like her. Like they
Okay.
enjoy her company. Like they know who she is. But I guess they feel like they were being lied to
Yeah.
by the couple. I guess
I mean,
I wouldn't call anybody an asshole for being like you guys are stupid. But also
right.
I can understand the perspective of the other brother
Hmm.
because it's like, yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to tell, like, your family that you're in a relationship with someone and then wait for 6 years and then not say anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, like, I can understand why it took them so long outside of
right.
cultural things and, you know, traditions and stuff like that. Like, I can understand that perspective. But yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know about an asshole. I mean, yeah, you're a jerk
yeah,
for being
yeah,
a but me.
yeah, yeah. I don't think he's an asshole either. I mean, if the other brother had been a little bit more wiser, he would have just went ahead and told him a long time ago, and he
Right.
wouldn't be in the situation now. But
Hmm.
like you said, you understand both sides. Like you understand the whole like cultural traditional thing, but you also understand like why they need to come forth about it. Like just be open and honest. And if you obviously if you don't like those traditions, I don't know exactly how it goes, so maybe I can't speak on it, but I would think we're at this point in time where we don't have to like follow things. Like we can do our own thing. Like we don't have to keep, same thing with like religion. We don't have to stick with that religion. We don't have to stick with religion at all if we don't want to. Like a lot of people break free of that after they've been in it for so long.
Hmm.
Like I feel like that, but I don't know what happens in the Indian culture, so it might be something that they take very serious, and it might be something like and I know I can definitely speak on polygamy because I'm obsessed with like cults,
Hmm.
but with them, you don't just leave the group. Like it's not
Right.
just a thing where you leave. Like it's very dangerous for you to do so. And like Scientology, same thing. It's very dangerous to leave theirs because they will come after you. They will stalk you.
What?
Girl, yeah, you gotta look into that
Technology
Scientology
was
thing, girl.
chill.
Girl, it's crazy. It's crazier, and a lot of celebrities follow that.
Hmm.
Follow Scientology. I don't know if you've heard, but like Tom Cruise, Kirstie Alley was one.
Hmm.
Um, Leah Remini, she was
Yep.
one, and she broke free of it, and she's the one that spilled the beans about all the shit that they do. She had like a whole show about it, and she still fights for these people because there's like people that have come up missing that
What?
tried to leave Scientology. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's dangerous. I don't know how it is in Indian culture, but that's how it is for like cults.
I mean, I've
Obviously,
heard
that
of
I don't think
people
that's considered a
being
cult, but
right. So I've heard of people being like disowned from their families or ostracized from their families and, never speaking to them again. But like, I don't know about all that. Like coming after people and stuff like that. Like, I don't think it's so violent. Like,
girl, it's crazy.
I
Like if they
mean, I
want to
don't
leave, just let
know.
them leave. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, you don't want to be here anymore? Well, bye then. Get lost.
Exactly. Bye.
See y'all later. But yeah,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that was my first one. You want to do one?
Okay. Yeah. So let me pull up mine. Okay. I thought this one was kind of funny. Am I the asshole for using the treadmill in the middle instead of the ones on the side? Okay, I was like, let's see
What?
here. So, my apartment community has a decent sized gym with standard equipment, including 3 treadmills. I only ever go to the gym to do my cardio, and so I have used all 3 of the treadmills. The treadmills are off to the side of the gym in their own area facing windows. They are all 3 different brands and function a bit differently. The one on the far left is visibly old and just not as nice to use. The one on the right is fine, but it's a little confusing to use with a lot of extra buttons that I still don't know what they do. The one in the middle is my favorite one. It's easy to use and it's new. So whenever I go to the gym, I always use the middle one if it's open. Side note, it's almost always open, but there's rarely people in the gym at the same time. Well, I was just on the treadmill and halfway through my workout, 2 girls came in. My headphones are in and I barely noticed them at first, but in my peripherals and reflection on the window, I see them just hovering by me. Like I said, the treadmill area is off to the side and separated from the rest of the gym, so this is odd. Uh, I turned to look at one of them and she immediately turns to act like she wasn't staring. The other one looks like she's scoffing or huffing at me. Again, my earbuds are in, I can't hear. I take my earbuds out and just say hi, and they flatly respond, hi, and then leave the gym entirely. Weird, but whatever. I resume. About half an hour later, I'm done and walk down the stairs through the pool clubhouse, which the gym is on top of. The girls are there sitting, they see me and get up and go towards the door to the stairs to the gym. I just nod at them as we cross paths when one of them goes, if you're working out by yourself, you should really use the treadmills off to the side. And I just respond by saying, huh? And they both go on to say I was hogging the treadmills and preventing them, from using the treadmills together. That it's inconsiderate to choose the one in the middle because what if people want to be next to each other? I'm just tired and sweaty and I have no energy to argue. So I kind of just laugh and say, okay. I told my sister about this and she said she understands where they're coming from and that if all three were open when I got to the gym, I should have just chose one on the side. I think that's stupid and I should be able to choose whichever one I want, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know gym etiquette, so am I the asshole? I mean, it's not like she could have seen, first of all, it is not like she could have foreseen that they were going to come in. She literally walked into a gym that was empty, and that one is her favorite one. You can't read minds either when people are staring at you like, okay, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, what am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to know why you're staring at me?
Mhm.
Did you not have the balls, little girls, to come up to me and say, hey, do you mind to move and to that treadmill over there so we can like work out together? I'm so sorry I had to ask you, but like we just wanted to work out together. Is that so hard to do?
Okay, so my see, I am an asshole. I don't have to ask, I know I am. Um Thoughts that came to mind. Fuck you, bitch, and codependent cow. Why y'all gotta be right next to each other?
Exactly. Are you Siamese twins? Do you need them? Do you need them to be next to each other so you don't come apart?
Like, y'all ain't legs. Y'all be fine. Like, I get it, but do something else. Do
Yeah.
something else until I am done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dependent. Girl, that stepped all over my feelings. Uh,
Girl.
like, why?
Yeah. Like, okay, so you got the balls to say something to me now while you walking back in the gym and I'm walking away done for the day, but
Mm.
you didn't have the balls to say something to me while I was in there on the treadmill. Like you could have easily come up to me and said something. No, little girl, little
Girl,
girls,
somebody,
little twinks.
you know I don't like cardio. So if somebody interrupted me during my cardio and made me have to slow down and take my earbuds out, I would have been like, I'm almost done.
Or
Bye.
like you said, just fucking wait. Like, did you think she was going to
Entitlement.
be on there for hours? I mean, some people might
Entitlement.
be.
Like, take a swim. That's also cardio.
Exactly. You got a whole damn pool and you ain't out there swimming. Go swim and then you can come back and do your little treadmill.
I wouldn't have laughed. I would have been pissed. I would have been a whole hog and ham to cuss them out for my own personal amusement. Like, I wouldn't even been that mad. I just would have cussed them out just so they know. Don't talk to me. Especially if I'm on the damn treadmill.
Yeah.
Find something else to do.
Like, right.
Lord have mercy. No,
See,
they
and they're probably one of those little girls, they're probably ones that don't even fucking take the damn treadmill or they don't take working out serious anyways because they're over there doing the fucking treadmill. Like, okay, do you lift, sis?
I'm like, do you lift? Do you use
Do you
a
even lift?
machine? How about some free weights?
Exactly. Like
Stretch,
real women be lifting. We
stretch,
don't
go
be
do
doing
some free,
cardio. That's old school.
go do some
Nobody do it like that no
yoga.
more. Mm,
Something.
mm.
Probably don't even need to be in the gym. You ain't got heart problems. Go on somewhere. You ain't trying.
Girl, these chicks, I guarantee they are probably like super lean, but they don't ever work out. They literally walk on the treadmill. They got skinny legs. They ain't got no muscles. They are just one of those chicks that like they can eat whatever they want to eat. They don't gain weight. They just do it for fun. Like, oh my God, I worked out today, but they really just walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Get the fuck out of my face.
And girl, that would be more of a reason for me to be a complete asshole. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
do you not see
Mm-hmm.
my tubby ass struggling and sweating?
Bitch. Bitch. Don't you see I'm a real woman doing some workout over here, okay? Because I ain't
Like
like these
it
little
takes
girls that be saying they ain't working out.
like we can't lose all this momentum. This is a lot of ass to move.
Leave me alone.
Girl. That's why I
But
don't be on.
no, these damn treadmills ain't assigned to people, and she was there first. So yeah, no, you're not an
Yeah,
asshole. Like
not
you
even
could be. I
remotely.
mean,
In fact, do it again. Don't ever use any other one but the middle one, girl. Just
yes, make sure
use the
you
middle
always
one.
use the middle one.
And do not
Always.
make accommodations for people who are ridiculous.
Exactly. Hell no. Hell no. Girl, you gotta see my cat right now.
Cute.
I'm just
Hi,
gonna show
cat.
her.
Oh, look
She's
at
got
her.
her
She's so
face.
pretty.
Look, this is my glass, and she's got her face planted up against my glass, sleeping.
Your cat's weird. All your cats are weird.
They are. Girl, they are. Ain't no damn doubt about it. Little Miss Pitt.
Little
Little
Miss
Miss
Pete.
Pitt.
Okay. So I think we each have one more. We're going to take
Yes,
a
ma'am.
hot minute break. I need to replenish my chai latte. And we
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
right back. And we're back. So, part two of the dive into Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit. This one speaks to my soul because I do not like to lend out my books. I don't share my books. If I purchase a book, it means it's mine.
Yeah.
I
By the
think
way,
there.
that makes me think I totally have one of your books.
Oh, I gave it to you. It's yours now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give it back when I was done.
No,
But
because I also have it on
okay.
audiobook.
Oh,
So
okay.
I listened to it before I actually read it, like physically read it. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can give this to Christy because he
Because
needs it.
I literally, I needed it. I needed it. It taught me so much. I couldn't put it down.
Girl, it was good. And I was like,
It
I
is
have it
good.
on audio, so I don't need the like physical book anymore. So
Yeah.
I shared. I don't do that often. Only people I like. Anyway.
So thank you. See, I feel special now.
What? You're welcome. Okay. So am I the asshole for reporting my friend to his work and getting him fired because he refused to give my books back? I feel
Oh, dead.
okay. So I, female 27, recently had some friends over to my house for my birthday. I have a book collection with some signed books from relatively famous authors. They're not behind a locked shelf or anything, but they're in my room. After they left, I noticed that a few of my books were gone. And someone mentioned that Jay, male 28, claimed I let him borrow the books.
Mm-hmm.
I called Jay and yelled at him about lying and stealing my books. He tried to explain that he was taking them to his work, a bookstore, to get them officially appraised, and if it was supposed to be a surprise gift. I chewed him off and chewed him out and asked him how that's considered a gift, and I wanted the books back. He refused. I told him I will be calling the cops, his work, if he doesn't, and he still refused to bring them back. I immediately called the cops to file a police report and waited until the morning to call his work. I gave them all the details, including the case number, and said I'll be coming with an officer to get my books back from Jay that day. His work cooperated with me and promptly fired Jay after I got my books back. Jay claims that I went too far over a few books and demanded that I give him money until he finds another job. Am I the asshole?
Jay is an asshole.
Jay is a thief and an asshole.
Yeah,
My
and he
God,
also unemployed, bitch.
right? Like, Jay, what is wrong with you? You do not take and sign
By
copy.
famous authors. Oh my god! And him to have it appraised. Honestly, I don't be trusting people. I feel like him having it appraised was because he wanted to get money for those fucking books, and he
Thank
wanted
you.
to see what they were worth. No, Jay,
Exactly.
you are canceled, Jay.
Jay, you canceled. You've been
You
canceled.
cancel. You can fuck all the way off.
And good luck finding a job.
Exactly, you thief, because it's going on your record now. You got fired because you stole some really expensive books. I guarantee they were fucking worth a lot of money. A lot of books ain't cheap anyway, but they worth a lot.
I mean, and to have them signed by the author that wrote them.
Yes, that is a big fucking deal, girl.
Like, that's crazy. Not to mention the sentimental value. Like,
Yes.
seriously, why in the world? And also, like, they're in her room.
Right. So he
Like,
literally went in her room and got them. I'm like, get out of my room. Get out of my house.
and how did
Jay,
he even know
get
they
out of
were
my life, Jay.
signed? Like, how did he
Mm-mm-mm.
know they were signed? Like, that's creepy. Like, Jay
Yeah.
snooping. Nah, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems to me like Stephen J, little jailbird. Okay. He's a
Mm-hmm.
jailbird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He looking to try to be a jailbird. He literally went in her room, was probably gonna steal something, looked for something of value, saw those books, saw that they were signed, and was like, oh snap. Or she mentioned that she had books that were signed by famous authors, and he
Right.
was like, hold up, let me go see if I can find them and fucking sell them and get money for them. I guarantee that's what he was doing. Was he on drugs? I don't even know. Jay on drugs,
Like,
they
Jay,
tend
are
to do
you
that. They
trying to
tend to
peddle
steal.
books for crap? Like, come on,
I
Jay.
mean, Jay, come on, Jay.
Jay?
Jay.
Jailbird Jaybird?
Yes, jailbird, jaybird. Jay. Lord, we should do a podcast when we've had a little bit of alcohol because I swear to God that would be the
Girl,
time.
we would be
Because you
foolish.
know we've had some good times when alcohol was involved.
Girl,
But
laugh
anyway,
so hard you can't talk the next day. That's happened to me multiple times, by the way. Lose my voice from laughing too
girl, it just we already have like a good time when we're together regardless, but
hard. Right.
like add alcohol in the mix and
Yeah.
we are horse for days,
All right.
just can't.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Wonderful. But yeah, the asshole in that situation is definitely Jay.
mm-hmm.
Do I think they went too far by calling the cops? No. Because
No.
that's I mean, the theft of personal property.
Right. I
And
mean,
it
that would be like somebody coming up in your house and stealing jewelry. Like, and I don't give a fuck if the cops are going to do anything or not. Like, well, I do give a fuck because I want them to do something, but like, I understand they have bigger fish to fry, so they probably
right.
will never get my shit back.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at least there's a fucking police report out there for this motherfucker. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Because I mean,
Like,
how
fuck
else
that
would
dude.
you get your property back? You know what I mean?
Yes. She just did what she had to do. She
I mean,
already repeatedly asked him for the books back.
right. And how do you say no? I'm not giving back something that belongs to you because I want to sell it.
Right, exactly. Like, how are you gonna do that? Like, you literally took someone's possessions and you're gonna just absolutely refuse to give it back to them? No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We don't do that, Jay.
Mm-mm.
Bad Jay.
No, 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 Jay, not
Nope.
today, not any day.
No, no, bad Jay. Bad Jay.
Bye, Jay.
Bye, Jay Bird.
Exactly.
But
Bye.
but no, I read that one. I was like, I would be livid. I don't even have any signed books. I have some books that I've collected, like old books that I've gotten from like yard sales or like estate sales or something, and
Mhm.
found out that they were worth something after the fact. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm not gonna sell it because I like it. Like, it's not like I don't want to sell the book because I like the book. I enjoy reading it. I will probably reread it at some point once I get
Mhm.
through my to be read pile that is about 6 feet high. Anyway.
Girl, I feel that. Girl, I feel like because I think I told you at the beginning of the year when we did our podcast episode about the New Year not resolutions but goals.
Mhm.
That I had a goal to like read 5 books before the end of the year, and I didn't want to pressure myself because I literally don't ever have time to read, and it takes me years to read books.
Same.
And I have already surpassed my goal. So yes, girl, I'm doing a lot more self-care these days. So yeah, I'm like you, I have got a pile still, and I keep buying books from thrift books. I don't know if you knew about thrift books, by the way. Did I tell you
Yes,
about
I do, but I am a weirdo about used books, especially paperback,
that?
because I prefer paperbacks.
Hmm.
Because like when my mom worked at the library,
Hmm.
sometimes we would get books back with effluvia in it or boogers,
Ew, what the fuck?
or
No.
they would smell bad, like they spilled liquor on them, or
The fuck?
sorry,
Drunk
I made a
reading.
weird noise. I don't. I struggle with used books. Like these books right here are used
Hmm.
um from the Grumpy Book Peddler, but
Hmm.
I they're shelf decorations. I'm not gonna really read them. It's the
Okay. Okay.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, and then
Ooh.
uh a Isaac Asimov science fiction magazine from the month and year I was born. So,
Oh, snap. That's cool.
I'm a
Girl,
nerd.
that's cool. Also Thrift Books sells new books, and they also sell like new books as well, and they're usually pretty like cheap compared to other websites. So that's just
Okay.
another thing to yeah, like sometimes you can find them like brand new, sometimes you can only find them used depending on how old the book is, because
Mhm.
like some books like super old but you want to read them, and you already know the only way you're going to be able to read it is if it is a used one. um
Yeah.
but just throwing that out there, I
Mhm.
like to get the like new ones, but
Mhm.
sometimes I'll get ones that are just like marked good or um acceptable.
Mhm.
But did I ever tell you that I got a book that was like a dead lady's?
What?
I came to that conclusion real quick. So I was reading along this book. It was like a Christian book. And I was
Mhm.
just reading along, and all of a sudden I get to like this one page and it has a note stuck in it. And I was like, fuck is this? So I like looked at the note, and it was saying, dear so and so, I found this when I was going through my mother's belongings, and since you gave it to her as a gift, I thought maybe you might want it back. So I'm pretty sure the lady had died, and it was the daughter going through her things and was trying to like disperse things to the friends. And
Oh,
apparently her friend didn't want it if it ended up at thrift books. I'm just saying. She was like,
clearly.
I don't need
Like,
that.
girl, I gave it away for a reason.
Exactly. I gave it to her. I didn't buy me one.
No, I like to go to McKay's. And
Where's that at?
there's one off Nolensville Pike, I believe.
Okay.
So I go there because they have like they don't just have which I want to go there because now that I have a record player, I would like to see what their selection of records are. Um,
Yes. I'm so
but they
jealous.
also have comic books, graphic novels, and then of course used books, and it's really
Yeah.
well organized, and I can see them. So
Yeah.
that is
That's a
that
plus because you want
yeah,
to
that's
see
it.
what you're getting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want no books with boogers in them,
I
okay?
don't need no booger books.
No booger books. No
No
booger
booger
books.
books.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. Because that's
Mm-mm.
it. It's like I'll
That's real
as
nasty.
long as I live. It's like open like a book, and I was like, and I was like,
Barf.
like
People
mom,
really be wild now.
this book has boogers in it. And she was like, and then like she called the manager over, and she goes, "Go wash your hands and throw that in the garbage." And I was like,
Ugh.
yes, ma'am."
Mm-mm.
I was just
We ain't dealing with no
volunteering.
booger books.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, no
No
booger.
booger books. All
No.
right. So I got one. Last one.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my cousin She
Mhm.
isn't my aunt's real child. I was like, ooh, I'm intrigued. What's this? Okay.
My initial thoughts, yeah, yeah. You
Right. I know, right? Like that,
okay.
definitely by that title, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years now. He
Mhm.
has a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old with his ex-girlfriend, and he has full custody. She gets them every other weekend. I met his kids a year ago and have been building a relationship with them. We're both 23 and young, but we're both mature and stable. He owns his own house and business, and I'm in sonography school.
Okay.
We openly talk about marriage, and we are planning to elope on his birthday this summer and have been wearing wedding bands. Since we're going straight to marriage, I never called him my fiance nor announced it online. Only close friends and family know we're getting married. We've also talked about me adopting his kids one day. I have a cousin who I grew up with, and we were really close when we were younger, but grew apart during high school. She's adopted by my aunt and uncle. At a family gathering a few days ago, we ran into each other, and after not seeing each other for almost 2 years. Since we're the closest cousins in age there, we were talking the whole time. It was awkward. She asked about my boyfriend, and I was talking about our upcoming elopement and other things. She screws up her face and says she didn't know he has kids. I tell her he has two, and she has a look of shock and disgust on her face. She tells me I'm too young to be playing stepmom and that I'm wasting my life if I marry him. I was shocked at her rudeness and tell her that I love my stepkids and I'd rather be with my boyfriend than anyone else. She says that she could never sit and pretend to love a child for a man and that she could never love a child that wasn't really hers. Yeah, I bit my tongue at that since she's literally adopted. And from what my mom has told me, was only adopted because my aunt is infertile and it was something she had to talk her husband into since he was unsure. I reply and said I'm not pretending anything and that, of course, it took time to build a bond with them and I understand if she wouldn't do it. She just looks me up and down and says, I'm too pretty to resort to being a glorified babysitter and that she's going to find it funny in 10 years to watch my stepchildren disrespect me at family events and yell that I'm not their real mom and that they're not technically lying. I told her that once I legally adopt them, they'll be my children, and she had the nerve to scoff. I was shocked at her audacity and asked her if she forgot she's adopted herself. She got irate, saying a couple adopting a baby together is not the same thing as a desperate person playing stepmom and adopting kids that already have a mom, and I'll never be their real mom. I said, then I guess you're not my aunt's real child then. She started crying and left sobbing. When I tried explaining what happened, everyone said I was wrong and that I shouldn't have brought her adoption up for question and I'm a major asshole and that adopting a baby as a couple is not the same as adopting your partner's kids. They're saying I have to apologize. Am I the asshole?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
I definitely don't like the. I mean, I know everybody. I know every story's got like two sides to it.
Right.
Obviously, three technically if you count the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But judging from what she said and how this chick was saying that, like, why are you being so rude about it? It sounds to me like her little cousin is jelly. First of all, that she's got this going on. Um, I do see like where the cousin could be coming from with saying like you're so young, like why go ahead and get married now? You're 23. I mean, because if I ever had anything to preach to anybody that is under 25, it would be do not get married. Not right now. Yeah. So there's that. But how can you be adopted yourself and then say you would never love a kid that wasn't yours when literally your own parents love you and you don't really belong to them biologically? What do you mean? If anything, you would think you would be showing more love and compassion for people and children that don't belong to you because,
Mhm.
like, what the fuck?
I mean, my thing is she clearly has some resentment for the adoptive mother.
Yeah.
Like clearly, there's something underlying there that she's like, oh, people don't really love adopted children because I'm adopted and I know. Like, I feel like that
Yeah,
was like maybe like her thought process. But then I'm like, bitch, what? You're too pretty?
right. Like, dang, you trying to say her man ugly and he don't deserve her?
You're too pretty.
Like,
Like,
what is
what
you
else?
saying, baby
I mean, if
girl?
she's happy, who are you to say what she will or will not do in 10 years?
Exactly. And to even speak that into existence, like that they're going to be yelling at her. And I mean, okay, so they clearly do have a mom. And even if the mom is just a weekend mom, you would have to convince the mom to give up her own custody
Yeah.
first before she could even adopt those kids. I don't know if they knew that, but
I
they
mean, maybe
23. They
it's
probably don't be
different
knowing that.
in other, maybe they're from someplace else, like a different state, but I
Right.
know, like, um, y'all know you can't do that here in Tennessee.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
like, um, I don't, yeah, like, I don't know how that would work. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do that. But again, I remember being 23 and I remember I was looking at the world through rose colored glasses. My glasses are now clear.
Yes, bitch. Hmm.
So, been there, done that, bought the t shirt
Yeah.
because my
Same.
son has an older sister. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, she'll come and spend summers with us, and I'll be her stepmom, and it'll be great, and they'll love each other. They've never met. Um,
They still haven't met.
she's
Damn.
20. Trenton is 18.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
he looks like a blonde, or she looks like a blonde female version of Trenton.
Does she have curly hair too?
Oh no, this stick
With
straight.
just the face?
Yeah, same face.
Okay.
I'm like, why do all his children have the same face? He's got 3 kids that I know of, and they all look the exact same. His
Girl.
his baby sister, not Bella,
Hmm.
she looks like she could be my child, except she's
Okay,
tall.
so wait. So he has a baby sister also?
Mhm.
Okay.
Her
So
name's Faith.
he is, damn. So he one of four, right?
3.
Yeah, because Bella and the two, no, wait, four
No, Bella's
altogether.
not
He's
his.
one of, yeah,
Bella's not his.
that's
3.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that ain't. No, we didn't. We did not do a repeat. Mm-mm. That ain't her daddy. Also, she's really tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd
No, I
she
mean
get her
Bella.
height
Like,
from?
huh?
So where does she get her height from? Her mama?
Oh, not Amber, but
Oh, okay. You're
the
talking about
baby
Bella. No?
sister. No, no, no.
Okay.
The baby sister is
Oh,
um. She got her height from her mother. She's like
okay.
5. She's not much shorter than Bella. If she's
Okay.
at all now, and she's 13.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, excuse me, but she's so cute. But she looks just like
Oh,
she's a female version of her brother, and I'm like,
that is so funny.
that's so weird. Some strong genetics.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
You already know my
Anyway,
kids got them strong genetics
right?
because they all be looking like their daddy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some people think that Justin really looks like me. I think
Justin
he looks
looks
a
like
lot like
you
me.
from here up,
Yes.
except he's got them Martin brows.
Yeah, he do have the
With a-
Martin brows, that
Got the
furrowed
Martin brow.
brow, and they're real thick. I have to shave him in the middle because he gets a unibrow.
But I feel like he's got like your features on a Martin face.
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm like,
I
that's
can see that. Because he reminds me a lot of my seventh grade self, and that was prior to me plucking my eyebrows and everything.
Mhm.
From here up, it
Yeah.
definitely gives me my seventh grade self vibes. And
No.
I totally was rocking the real big bushy brows in seventh grade until my mom convinced me to start shaving them. Thanks a lot, mom, because now I have to get my eyebrows microbladed because I shaved them so much and plucked them so much.
Go look at this. I got eyebrows.
Yes.
These are my eyebrows. This is not pencil.
Yes, queen. Pop off with
Give me
them brows.
back.
Yes.
It only took, I don't know, 15 years. It's fine.
Girl. we were old and had grays in our brows by the time we grew them back out. But yeah, mine never
Right.
did. Girl, mine start like way back here. I'm not even kidding you. Like right here is
Wow.
where mine start at. So this is all tattooed, and then they stop about right here. So all
Oh,
of this is tattooed.
holy cats.
Yeah, if my hair, we had to let my eyebrow hairs grow out really long in
Mhm.
order to swoop them to the side to give me hair. But I don't have hair that grows over there, and it never grows. It will never grow. It just
Damn,
ain't gonna grow.
girl. It's taken me some years to get this little fuzz, and they're so thin now. And I'm like, I can't even like trim them because it looks like, well, I don't know what it looks like. It looks okay. Do you remember the 2000s brows?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. They're like
Hmm.
super thin and weren't actually there. If I even
Yeah,
try to trim my brows, that's what it looks like. Because that's all that's left.
girl. Yeah, see, that's exactly how mine were. Like I had plucked them and shaved them so much
Mm-hmm.
that they were almost non-existent. Like it was like a half eyebrow if you really thought about it. Like you really looked at it, you would be like, "Bitch, that's a whole half eyebrow."
Mm-hmm. That's how
Yeah,
mine were.
and see, that's why I'm advocate for people to not be doing shit to your fucking brows. Like, just don't let them be big and beautiful. Like,
Right.
just do that. Keep them trimmed up with like a wax or something, but make sure you go to somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing,
Yeah.
and don't be letting them wax off half your fucking eyebrow.
Exactly. And
Mm-mm.
eyebrow, some people have one curly eyebrow and some people have one straight eyebrow, which is why I stopped letting other people wax my brows because they were like, "Oh, there's a bunch of hair there." And I'm like, "Stop. No, there's not. It's curly. Be careful. There's not that many hairs there." And then I'll leave and it's like, "Whoop, bye."
Yep, it's gone,
Like you were
gone, 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 dead and
supposed to be
gone.
arching them.
Just arch, damn it! Don't take half of it off.
Like
God.
90% of the people that have ever waxed my eyebrows are assholes.
Yeah.
They're
Girl,
the
that's I'm so glad that the girl that does mine, shout
Mhm.
out to Jasmine Duster. Um, she microblade, she's my hairdresser and she's my eyebrow chick. So she waxes my eyebrows for me every single time I get my hair done. She colors them for me
Oh,
when I
nice.
get them done.
Mhm.
And she microblades them when I need them done. And I only have to get it done every few years. So it's not that big of a deal. But she is fire when it comes to that shit. And she does my attorney that I have for, Justin.
Mhm.
Um, she does her eyebrows too. And
Mhm.
hers are fucking fire. And my attorney also had the same kind of eyebrows I did, where they were super paper thin, almost look like they'd be drawn on, but they ain't. They ain't.
Yeah, I had to do something about them, but I really don't want to touch them because I actually have them now. So they
I
might just
feel
stay bushy for
that.
a while.
We got that PTSD from eyebrows now. We be
Girl.
like, all right, now I got hair.
Mhm.
I need to make sure I don't do anything else to it. I can't get rid of that.
It's like I will put on some brow gel or something every once in a while, or
Yeah.
you know,
Have you thought about getting a lamination?
no, I have not because I feel like that will look crazy.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if it gets, do your eyebrows come like all the way out to the corners of your eyes, or is it like pretty close?
Um, sort of. They kind of like fizzle out about right there.
Hmm.
Yes, they are in different places because of my excessive shenanigans in the 90s and 2000s. So like
Yeah.
right to the inner corners of my eyes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Because I was gonna say when you microblade, they'll like come down as far as like where mine are.
mhm,
And I really like it like that.
mhm,
Uh, and I've not ever gotten a lamination, but I've just like seen people that get them done.
mhm,
And I've like brushed my eyebrows up a little bit to see like what they would look like, but my hairs are so long from where they have to stay long in order to cover most of my baldness up here.
mhm,
Um, that it looks weird if if I comb it up, it's like, okay, then if I comb it up, she's gonna have to go
mhm.
through and trim it all.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna have to microblade more to fill in more of those gaps.
Oh, I might not have enough eyebrow to laminate.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they're there and they are the proper color now. I don't
Hmm.
know why, but my at one point they were the color of my skin. So like fuzzy vellus hair or something. Like it wasn't like it was real hair. They were the wrong color. And I was like, I have to like fill that in because that's bizarre. But like I'll do
That is
like,
bizarre.
where is it? I got like, I think it's called brow gel or like a brow. I don't know. It's gooey.
Gooey. Is it clear?
Yeah. Oh no,
Probably
it's tinted.
brow gel. Oh, okay.
So like it's like this weird stuff.
Okay. So does it do strokes when you bitch? I got over here trying to knock my damn thing down. Back up.
She said no.
Um does it make like strokes when you use it? Will it
Like
give you like the
here,
microblade strokes?
like it just kind of puts them up there and then they
Okay.
just stay.
Yeah. So it's almost like a laminate, but also a tint, like a tint lamination type thing.
Yeah, like it's not really dark enough to like do anything, but it just makes them stay
Hmm.
still. And then I forget I have it on and rub my face.
And you rub it off.
And then I'm like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, oh no. But yeah, it at
My,
least makes them look semi-normal. Like that one's not done, but that one is. So like they look like eyebrows and not like, because there's still spaces. Like they don't grow properly. But at least that makes it look like an eyebrow and not some sort of weird shenanigans on my face. What is that
what is the shenanigans on her face?
shenanigans on my face? I really need to get some use that brow gel on my edges because my hair is too damn curly. Anyway, no, but yeah, I feel like those were some good am I the assholes because those people were just in their feelings basically. Like they were not assholes. They had assholeness inflicted upon them, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, but I saw a couple where I was like, this person's just petty. Like, y'all petty. Like, dang.
Girl, I think we should do a segment like this again sometime because I feel like we could probably find some like really good ones.
They do a deep dive.
Yeah, girl. Or we could even like add it to some of the episodes. Like we could do like a two at the end or something of every episode if we wanted to, but we don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that would be interesting. But I found
Yeah, that'll be
out
that'll be
this.
like a good ending to it, you know? Like we'll podcast, we'll do our stuff, and then at the end just plug that in. Plug in a good Reddit post.
Yeah,
My cat is watching my watch reflection on the wall, so I'm moving my watch up and down. So she's got something to play with.
oh the
She is
Lord.
literally playing like right across the floor, like she's going, I can't.
So
She's
yeah.
like, y'all.
So I have
Get it, Pip?
a little known fact or what'd you call it?
What?
Not like a little known fact or a did you know type thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know the hashtag symbol or us millennials and previous like to call a
Pound.
pound symbol.
Yeah.
You know what that's actually called?
What?
Its actual name is an octothorpe.
Damn, that be sounding like a geometric shape.
Yep, it's an octothorpe is a noun and another term for the pound sign or hashtag sign.
Mm.
And it's like I remember hashtagging stuff in text, and I think you were the one that were like, "Why are you hashtagging?" And I'm like, "I don't know. People do that, and I don't understand. I don't know why people are putting pound symbols in front of words. Like,
I don't understand it.
Like, please explain.
Pound is what you dial before 6-9 because you're trying to pound 6-9 or star 6-9. I don't know. Whatever that shit was we had to do back in the day to get
Star
somebody's phone number. They just
69,
called
who just called me?
us.
Girl, I was ecstatic when my mama got caller ID. I was like, I need to know who's calling.
Right.
Nosy. And now I'm like, who is that? I ain't answering the phone.
Right now we got caller ID and we don't give a fuck because we ain't answering it regardless. I don't care if I know you or I don't. I'm not answering my phone.
It's
Period.
like, I will call someone if I have to, but it's like, I don't want to talk on the phone.
My favorite thing to say is there a website I could go to? I ain't trying to call nobody.
I don't mind. It gives me heart palpitations, but yeah, every once in a while I'll pick up the phone and be like, yes.
Yes.
What do
And,
you
and
want?
it's always all I would say 98% of the time for me, it is literally scam calls.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 1% is probably collections. So I don't
Exactly.
I got some medical bills, whatever.
There's some student loans. I've paid off the first ones, but I haven't paid off the hair school ones yet. Oops.
Girl, I still have hair school ones. Yeah, that's still a thing. Mine have not been paid in
Mhm.
years because they've been deferred and they're deferred until the end of 2024.
Girl, so
Mm. And
I
then when they
actually,
come back, I'm like, am I
yeah,
going to
like
qualify for the deferment? I don't
deferred,
know.
deferred. But no, I actually did pay off my ones from my semester at MTSU. I finally paid those off. Like, I think when Bella was like 3, and I was like, seriously, seriously.
Girl, I literally did 3 months at hair school. That's it.
Yeah.
And it was like over $3,000 and
Mm-hmm.
it's still on my student loans,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
along with 22,000 other dollars for dental.
Yeah. Oh, see. Yeah. I think I got
We,
10,000 left for my cosmetology.
girl, if you figure out how to get that, because they're doing that student loan thing where it's supposed to be getting rid of it, like getting rid of
Mm-hmm.
all the student loan for everybody
Mm-hmm.
or student loan for everybody. And I have not figured out who to contact about that because I keep getting like I was getting things in the mail saying that I may qualify to have the student loans like completely
Mm-hmm.
diminished or whatever. I don't know what the term is,
Mm-hmm.
but it said that if you were like a teacher or you work for the government, and I was like, well, I'm not either of those, so I guess I don't qualify. But
Right.
then I got something from my bank saying that they were supposed to be doing it for like everybody
Mm.
up to 20,000, and I was like,
Girl.
bitch, because I technically owe 18,
Mm-hmm.
but with the interest I owe 25.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. So like, I don't know. I haven't really gotten anything about it. And like the ones I see on the internet, I'm like, that's a damn scam.
Right. You can't ever trust the ones, but the one that was from my bank, like I
Yeah.
went to that one, like I went to the email and then it had it was mentioning, I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's called the Financial Feminist. Her name is Tori Dunlap. She does her thing is called her first 100K.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
she
wait,
saved
I
up
think
$100,000.
uh-huh.
She saved up $100,000 by the time she was 25.
Uh-huh.
And she teaches like females mostly like how to save money because we've been looked at in society as we don't save, we spend it type thing. And she teaches us how to be like independent women and being able to do shit on our own and pay shit off and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Love her. Like I've got her book and I haven't read it yet, but I bought it as soon as it came out. I literally pre-ordered it. But anyway, I need to get to that. But it mentioned her on there. And
Mm-hmm.
so I went to her website because I was like, I'm going to go to her website because I feel like she has useful information on there. And she
Right.
does. She has a ton of useful information.
Mm-hmm.
And she had information about student loans on there and was like, go to this website to do something with the student loans. But I couldn't get it figured out. Like, I just couldn't figure anything out because it was like saying something about it was closed for now or something. I don't know. It was crazy, but it was supposed to like reopen. I don't know. I'm just so confused about it. So I need to get it figured out because I need that shit like gone. That shit has been on my
Yes.
credit for fucking ever. I want it
Girl,
gone.
same.
And I don't want to pay it because I don't feel like I should have to. Sorry, government, but I don't think I should.
Well, I fully was like, yeah, I'll pay it off eventually, but I haven't gotten around to it. I just
I
haven't.
will never have money to pay that shit off. I do not have $250 extra dollars a month to pay towards my student loans.
I
That's
certainly
how much
don't.
mine is. And I'm sorry, but a majority of that goes to the interest. It will never get paid off. It will take me
Mhm.
100 years to pay it off. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna still have that debt.
Girl, I know. I hear you.
Facts. Facts.
But that was our deep dive into the Reddits. Christy, you said that was your first time on Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I warn you, you'll stay on there forever. It's like I've had to
I have
delete the app
heard.
on my phone.
I've heard of rabbit holes and shit. So
Right.
yeah.
Like,
Girl, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna get on there like every week now. So yes, very aware of those rabbit holes I can go down. I've heard. So that'll
yes,
be interesting. I do like the idea of putting the Reddit on here. I think that would be something fun to do.
yes, for sure. Because I mean, it is interesting. Like, there's so many threads. Like, I've got to kind of curtail my threads because they're all over the place. And like, I picked
Hmm.
them like, what year is it? Like 3 years ago
Hmm.
when I started on Reddit. So it's like, I need to tweak some of that stuff. But yeah, because like the whole Cove happened right in the middle of me discovering Reddit, and I was down some bizarre rabbit holes, and then I was doing flags, and I'm like, okay, shenanigans. Any
Looking forward to it.
exactly, girls. It's very interesting. But anyway, yeah, we'll have a little deep dive segment, or we can do like as seen on Reddit.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
fun, I feel, because you do see some things.
Yeah.
You read some things, it's interesting. But yeah,
Yeah.
so to those people, we didn't put their handles or anything, but like to those people, y'all are not the assholes.
Yeah.
That one brother though, man, get your shit together. He'll be a man.
Yeah.
Um, and congratulations to any newlyweds.
Yes.
And yeah. But though my thing is though, if you have to ask, you might rethink your word choices when you're talking to people.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or your title sometimes says that you're an asshole until you do the deep dive into the paragraph of what they write
yeah.
or the story.
Mhm. Because
Because
you got to
we
read
were definitely
further.
thinking that one was an asshole right off the bat.
Right. And I was like, damn. Yeah, you'd ask. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for listening and watching. And thank you to our listeners who join us when we unleash a new episode.
Yes.
And
Thank you
sorry if
so
this one was a
much.
little rambly. Um,
That's what we do. That's what we
yeah,
do
that's
here.
that's how we roll. Isn't that what you're
Exactly.
anyway?
Exactly.
I'm st- um but yeah, thanks for joining us again, and we'll be back with a new topic and a new episode. And again, we appreciate you. And look out for any polls on Spotify. I'm gonna figure out how to do that on YouTube. I know you can do that in like the community or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we should do one for this episode. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe about like the Reddit, or like, either we could ask like if they think that they were assholes, or we could be like, hey, like what Reddit thread do you want to see us do, or something like
Yeah.
that. I
Yes.
would love that.
That would be fun.
Also, if y'all don't mind, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about
Yeah.
us.
Share,
Please give them our handles at Social
like.
Sanity Podcast everywhere.
Mhm. And if you are watching on YouTube, again, thank you. Go ahead and hit that like button and then the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you know exactly when we post and you don't have to guess.
Yes, and you
So,
won't miss it.
exactly. Thanks again, guys. Y'all are wonderful. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for joining us on the Social Sanity Podcast, or lack thereof. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.